Okay, I'll call this meeting to order. Start with the pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let's pray. Dear Father God, thank you for the commitment of these board members today, and please be with those and our neighbors to the north as they fight the floods that have occurred. And I know we've been spared of this, but so many people right now are hurting in our state, and want you to continue to be with the leaders and the decisions that they make. And also asking today that you give us guidance as decisions are made here today, that decisions we make here may be for the benefit of all citizens of the city of Henningsburg. For these things we ask in your son's name. Amen.
Do we need to turn something with them? There's somebody else joined in with us.
Oh,
It'll, once he
It-
talks.
Oh, okay. All right, first thing, did you guys have a chance to look over both sets of minutes from last month?
Yeah, motion to approve them as submitted.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Same with the claims, we've all had a chance to look over them.
Yes. I make a motion to accept them.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, I don't have nothing for my report, so I'll let you take it over.
You guys wanna sign those?
Both of
Those
those.
are both of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And probably your pen.
Yep.
who we have on the screen, Kenley?
Gerald.
That's the first one here, so if I get all these
Or
back.
the, or the.
Can he hear us?
Gerald, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Can you guys hear me?
Hello.
Okay, we'll go ahead and start with our first special event application. It's filming a movie trailer on Oscar Charleston.
And I don't know that we can hear you, Gerald.
I'm thinking that's Kenley speaking, but I can't hear you very well. I apologize.
You have to be at the speaker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That only that microphone.
Okay.
So if you want to introduce them, let it know.
Okay, so this is Gerald Harkness with a filming company up in Indy. He called about 2-3 weeks ago requesting to film at the League Stadium. This would happen in September, and then it would be over the course of 3 days. So we do have the stadium available for those dates. We let him know the fees for those dates as well. They're fine with paying those fees. And then there is one tour that's going to happen with the time frame that they're filming in. And I've spoke with Gerald, and we have worked that out as well. So you should be good to go in all of that regard. We've kind of talked to him about like things that he may need as far as what the grass should look like, what the dirt should look like for the film, things like that. So I can let him speak a little bit more on that, but
All right. It's your turn to present, Gerald. Thank you.
Okay, sounds like I'm up. So thank you for that, Kinley, and hello everybody. As Kinley said, my name is Gerald Harkness, and I'm a documentary producer out of Indianapolis. Thank you for the prayers in advance about the flooding. It has been a crazy weekend here, so we appreciate the prayers and the well thoughts. But I've been producing documentaries for 30 years, hence the bald and the gray. But I've had a very fortunate, very blessed career. I've produced and directed for ESPN, VH1, A&E, PBS, Paramount, CBS Sports, Tubi. So I've been doing this for a while. And one thing that I like to lead off with when I'm introducing myself to people is that I really love to tell uplifting, inspirational stories. We're living in very polarized times right now, and I'm a corny romantic that thinks that uplifting stories can actually bring people together. And so, as Kinley said, I'm wanting to produce a docudrama on this gentleman. His name is Oscar Charleston. Um, Born and raised in Indianapolis, played all over the country, and had an incredibly successful career from like 1915 up until the 40s. Um, but Charleston has been pretty much forgotten until recently when renowned baseball historian Bill James applied like modern day analytics to him and other Negro Baseball League players and all the players in the Major League Baseball. And they came up that Oscar Charleston is the fourth greatest baseball player of all time, not just in the Negro Leagues, but up there with Hank Aaron and Ty Cobb and Babe Ruth. Um, but in our research, we found that the Negro Baseball Leagues only has, well, it's less than like 1 hour's worth of footage, stock footage of the league. So, in order to tell his story, we're hoping to do reenactments. And that's where I came across League Stadium, reached out to Kinley. Um, she and her team have been fantastic. And we're looking to film September 17th, which we will do documentary interviews in the stadium. And then September 18th and 19th, when we would film reenactments. I anticipate our crew and cast will be ranging between 20 and 25 people throughout those 3 days. We do have a lot of people coming from all over the place. We've got people coming from Georgia. We've got people coming from Florida. We got people coming from California. I enjoy having a very rich, diverse crew of people of all ethnicities, all uh, both genders, and so I promise when we're there, we will treat your home like it's our home. Um, so couldn't be more honored to film there. A really quick, I'm sorry.
I think he was just clearing his throat, so.
Oh, okay. Well, in with this, I've got a kind of a cool story. 30 years ago or thereabouts, I drove down with the film commissioner at the time and to see HBO making a movie, and I got to meet Blair Underwood and Delroy Lindo and Michael T. Williamson, who played Bubba Gump and Forrest Gump. And they were filming Solo the Game at your stadium, and it was my first time. No, actually, my second time on a movie set. And so somehow, some way, I've survived in this crazy business, and to come back to that is an honor and a dream of mine. So, um, thank you again for your time and consideration, and I'm happy to answer any type of questions you might have.
Well, when you're here, we'll have to show you the picture of Satchel Paige. When
Oh,
he was at the
wow.
Stadium. So we have a picture, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's really cool. We have an actor playing Satchel Paige. We're still looking for an actor to play Satchel Paige, so that's awesome. Very cool.
I get my question. I'm the park superintendent. So that's about the time that we start to overseed with our rye. We can obviously push that off a few weeks, but like, what are you wanting the field to look kind of like rough, kind of like back in the day, or you want it clean edged? I mean, what are some of the things you're looking for?
That's a great question. Well, we're filming in particular a game that took place in 1915, but in my research, the fields didn't really look all that beat up. They looked really clean and really crisp and really well kept and really well manicured. So I think the well manicured look would be fantastic if that's not too much of a problem.
Okay, yeah, we could do that.
Thank you.
You guys got any questions?
I think it's a great idea. I'm all for a motion to approve the request.
I second the request.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I appreciate your interest in hummingbirds.
It's unanimous and I love it.
Yep.
Oh, wow. I don't remember I've ever had a unanimous vote before. So thank you. No, we
Well,
really
have a good
appreciate it.
mayor, That's why.
Oh, gotcha. Fair enough. Fair enough. No, thank you so much. You guys have been great. And like Kinley said, we're prepared to pay the invoice whenever. And hopefully I think we've got the right insurance in place. So we're ready. We're ready to play ball.
Perfect.
All right.
I
sounds lovely. Thank you.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, guys.
Thank you
Thanks so much.
We're excited.
As we are as well. Thank you so much. Take care now. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, moving on. Next special event application, the Hops and Chops Stampede. State your name and
I'm Amy Maxey. I'm here representing Butcher and Barrel with a little partnership with our friends across the street, Yard Goat, thus Hops and Chops. So I'm going to gauge some interest here before I get started. Are you an athlete in the prime of your life? Okay. Are you performing at peak physical levels?
No.
Years
Do you
ago.
enjoy running? If you answered no to any of these questions, do I have the event for you? Introducing the Hops and Chops, hopefully annual, but this will be the first Hops and Chops Stampede, 0.5K, the world's most achievable endurance event. That's right, not a 5K,
0.5.
not even a 1K. It's a 0.5K. It's a grueling 546-yard journey that will test your determination, your stamina, and your ability to hold a beverage while moving at a leisurely pace. So we are looking to host this event the weekend of October 3rd. It coincides with the birthday bash for the Yard Goat. Our vision, we have scoped it out. 546 yards can start at the circle of Market Street Park where the swings are. And then we can go from there south to 3rd, over to Geiger, up Geiger to 4th, and then we're going to finish at Butcher and Barrel and Yard Goat. So that's 546 yards. It's just a fun, goofy event to kind of start off the day. I don't know whether we can expect 20 people, 100 people, maybe there'll be 5 of us out there acting goofy, but we're hoping to do something fun and different.
is the farmer's market still going by then? Okay.
Yeah, and that is the last farmer's market that day. It ends at 11. I know we have a business with the ribbon cutting too on 4th Street that day too. So that, I think it'll be exciting for them to have that as part of, it'll actually be a plus.
The
having
whole
people
4th
there.
Street will be closed? No,
Well, they're merchants, they know, they're part of the merchants group.
that's fabulous. That's awesome.
They're
It should be a really fun weekend in downtown Huntingburg.
Sound like fun. Sound like good idea. Sound like fun.
Yeah.
We were very, I was not sure if we would need the barricades, it's, like she said, it's the first event, so we wanted to get your approval just in case we need barricades to shut down the street. I don't know what.
Yeah, honestly, our vision is pretty simple as it relates to the park. We'll have a check-in station. We're going to check IDs because some of the the hydration stations maybe for 21 plus. So we'll check IDs, and if they're wearing the bracelet that they can have those refreshments. we may have a pretty strenuous stretching event there before the race, you know, bringing in Aaron with Yes Power Yoga to help us get in shape. So so really it's going to be low key. You know, it's a quick sign up and then we're off. We're going to have prizes for first place, last place, best team, best running gear, aka costumes, and whatever else we think of between now and then.
So really, you're just using Market Street as the starting point.
It's really just my starting. Yeah,
so you-
exactly. It's our gathering point. It's our gathering point. Yeah. If you look, I see some of you have the notes that I sent along. If you go to, I think there's a page. Oh, and the very last, next to the last page, sample event schedule. This says noon, registration opens. I'm spitballing this, okay? So, you know, we'll do registration probably for half hour and however long it takes us, the all important athletes briefing. And then we'll kick it off at 1 p.m. And let's be honest, if we have 20 people sign up, we're not going to start registration at noon. It'll probably be more like 12:30, right? So we should be clear of the farmer's market. In fact, we shouldn't even be over in that area where the farmer's market is.
This has already been approved by the police department, the fire department, and the Board of Public Works and Safety too, so for that portion of the route.
I can see you can't wait until last minute to know whether you want to block off streets or not. You have to
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So
ahead of time a little bit so that. they can
100%.
prepare.
So yeah, so we're hoping to get the approval so we can get it out there and start generating or getting some sense of how much interest there will be in Acting Goofy with Butcher and Barrel and Yard Goat.
I make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, gentlemen.
It sound like a fun week.
I'll expect to see you all at the Stampede.
So
We'll be there.
I'll be there. I'll be in costume. You may not recognize me though.
Oh, perfect. Well, I'll see you at the winner's circle with the awards then.
So you guys are.
I had the best good curry.
So you guys are waiving all fees there?
Yeah.
Do you guys want, part of your motion, do you want to just waive the fee? There's,
Yeah. Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
sorry, yes.
We'll make sure the plastic barrier's out because I think it would be a good idea when they first take off, so cars aren't coming in and out of Market Street.
Sorry, I should have caught that a while ago, but this, I didn't think about it. Yeah, for no more than what they're doing with it, I don't feel we should charge them for that.
There won't be any,
Not to walk through.
No,
won't be an additional cost.
no,
You're gonna charge them walk through a Market Street Park.
yeah.
Are you ready? Next special event application is the tree lighting ceremony,
Come on, Catherine.
Okay, here we go.
which you're probably gonna be doing the Honeyberg Christmas stroll and that's it, so. Well, you're gonna do both of them while you're up there?
Well, why not? I mean, if you want, I can go sit down and then get
No,
up and
you're
come back
good,
up.
You're
Okay.
good, you're good.
See here. Tree lighting for the Christmas stroll falls on Sunday, November 8th. And usually we do the tree lighting always down at Old Town Hall. This year we're wanting to do carriage rides on that same Sunday as the tree lighting. And there's been some different discussion as to which route these carriage rides should take. And I think we finally come down to, can the carriage rides go through Market Street Park in a circle, I guess, basically. So the front part of the parking area, like where the people that go to Fried and Chopped, where they would park at, not close that off, but the second section, like under the pavilion, and then ahead to exit west and then to enter east, can we close those areas from noon until 5 p.m. for the carriage rides? And then from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. for the actual tree lighting ceremony. 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. is music in the park. 6 o'clock is when the tree lighting ceremony happens. Usually have the mayor there also to say some words. Santa will be there.
Inspiring words.
Inspiring words, yes. And then we'll also light all of the lighting displays down at Market Street Park after that is over. So the big question was, is it okay? Can we run the carriage rides through the park?
I don't see why they couldn't.
I want to see why not.
I mean, we can't close down the entrance for the bank and all that, can we? So you'd have to go through the pavilion.
Correct,
For-
correct.
Yeah.
That, yes, it would all be maintained
Yeah.
down in the park. So say like pick up under the pavilion, travel west out the exit, south on Geiger, east into the entrance,
Right.
and then down around underneath the pavilion area so that they can have a full turn, because they don't think that they can make that opposite turning radius.
If I'm not mistaken, the people that have done this before, they're used to being on pavement. They are different shoes for the horse that, that are better for that. I don't know. So that wouldn't tear up the bricks.
Correct, correct. This is the same carriage ride company that we have used for the past several years, and they are aware
They
of
do a
the
different shoe change.
bricks.
If they have rubber on them or something, but anyway,
And
They're-
if it would be inclement weather, we will have to cancel them anyway, because they don't bring the horses out in inclement weather due to the potential for them to slip and fall, have an accident. And they also don't do anything after dark either. So it would just be during the daylight hours, and they'll load up and head home. And then come back the following weekend for the stroll, but we'll have that on different public roads. So really for the tree lighting, it would just be the carriage rides through the park from noon to 5. And then from 5 to probably 8-ish PM to do the tree lighting, Santa, the lighting of the Market Street Park display, cookies, hot chocolate, that kind of thing. Last year, we did use the back room of Old Town Hall to prepare our hot chocolate and cookies because we did have a little bit of freezing rain, snow, ice kind of stuff. And that worked out really well. If that's a possibility to use that area again this year, that would be fantastic. If not, not a big deal. We've
It's
prepared this
not-
stuff outside for
not
39
much,
years in the
is it?
past, so.
I think it's better for the park too, because it contains all the preparations and stuff away from. So,
Okay.
I don't see a problem with any of it. You guys can work out the small details amongst yourselves.
Okay, and are we waiving fees? You guys willing to waive fees?
That's kind of what I thought you were,
this is kind of a city function of me,
that's kind of what I was.
with us doing the lighting and stuff. It's the parks, it's actually the city's tree and it's the city's stuff. Yeah, our Parks Department and Kinley and yeah.
We'll have people down there looking at it.
it'll be city employees that set up everything as they always have, and it's city property, the tree and all the decorations and everything. so.
I kind of thought we should waive the fees, but I don't know what your guys' opinion is.
You want to waive them?
I think we should.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I think it'd be a good idea.
Do we still need to leave a security deposit with you guys?
How have we been doing that? Do you remember?
My understanding from DH was that they did not have to pay to use the park, but they still had to give a damage deposit. But that, I may have misheard that.
So I don't know that we end up doing any of that.
But we would need to make sure that the carriage, whose insurance is covering the carriage rides.
Their insurance should be carrying theirs, but then any vendors that the Huntingburg Merchants Association hires are carried under our liability insurance as well.
So yeah, we just need to make sure well, I would say, I don't know, your guys' thoughts on it, but to make sure we have those insurance.
Yeah, as long as we have the insurances. then
That's
you can
much
waive
there
the
ever
fee.
get anything to you.
Let me, yeah, let me check on that.
Okay.
So we can go ahead and approve the tree lighting and the Christmas stroll all at the same time?
Or wait, let's do one at a time.
Do one at a time, okay.
And that insurance is listing us as co-insured, so
excuse me,
we have to be listed as co-insured in the city on.
on
their-
our,
And insurance companies are very used to doing that for all these events.
I'll just get with Derek Bowling at Schmetzer Agency and make certain that that is in fact the
Maybe we
case.
go after the insurance company instead of, enough.
Sure, I
we-
completely understand, completely understand.
If
We've got to
there's
have
something
insurance, right?
I'll make a motion to approve the tree lighting and waive the fees pending insurance.
Okay,
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
thank you very much. Very much appreciate it. It's always a well-attended event because it is free to the public. So we always
Thank you.
get a good crowd down there. And I think with having the carriage rides this year from noon to 5, that'll give some people some things to do down, Market Street. And then the stores will all be open too for shopping, the restaurants open for eating. So hopefully we can really have a lucrative Sunday on that tree lighting Sunday.
Okay. You wanna talk about the Christmas stroll now?
Christmas stroll. Let's go to the next. Only I don't know where my Christmas stroll,
Oh, my copy.
might be here somewhere. No idea where it's at, but anyway,
I say we got copies up here if you want.
wrong email account, found it. Okay, Christmas stroll. Okay, so the only thing that we would need to use in the Market Street Park area for Christmas stroll would be Old Town Hall, the upstairs and the downstairs to put the vendors in. I don't have any areas in Market Street Park that would be used. It's just the Old Town Hall. Everything else in here, I think I'll address next month at the Board of Public Works. So again, it was just the use of the Old Town Hall building on setting up probably Thursday afternoon. That would be November 12th, I believe.
That's what's on the,
Right, and then what, the 13th, 14th, 15th would be the Christmas stroll, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So those would be the 3 days that we would have people, vendors in Old Town Hall. And most of them would set up probably the Thursday afternoon or evening before Friday. Some may come Friday morning to set up. So we may need access as early as Thursday afternoon.
Okay, 'cause I don't have that in front of me, so.
I don't see a problem. I think we should waive the fee on that, but that's up to you guys.
I'm motion to approve it. Without pause.
I second the
All
motion.
in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
Thank you very much.
So is this, having vendors in Old Town Hall, was last year your first year doing that?
I think so, yes.
I didn't make it in there. Did that go over pretty well?
I wasn't there either.
Okay. See, I didn't make it into Old Town Hall.
That's all right. Maybe we were in the same place, who knows? It worked well, except for my understanding was that we needed more signage or better signage that said vendors, Old Town Hall. So some of the vendors actually moved out of Old Town Hall and came down to set up on 4th Street. There were a couple of them that set up on the back porch of Old Town Hall. I think with better signage, which I've already got ordered,
Better control.
it'd be better directional signage for people to know, hey, vendors are at Old Town Hall. And then obviously any big vendors that are coming with, say like the sweet tea truck, that's not going to be in Old Town Hall. They would set up on the street somewhere. And I don't even know that the lady that's handling the vendors, if she's even reaching out to people like that. I think it's mostly, you know, the small crafts and the seasonal goodies, sweets, chocolates, cookies, candies, that kind of thing.
Janet Kramer handled that.
Yes, she is. Yep.
She's done it
We're
for
so thankful for her.
15, 20, at least 15 years probably.
She has been a vendor herself, and then also the past several years, she's helped us out with just kind of coordinating and orchestrating the vendors, and it's a nightmare, and she likes it. So we're very thankful for her to take care of all the vendors. So I guess just let me know if we need to do the security deposit, damage deposit.
I think with your insurance and the fact that we work so closely together. But I don't,
They already waived it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right,
Well, as long as the insurance is in place, you're good.
all right. I've got a note here to get with Smuchler Agency, just to verify that the city is listed in that also, and then to get a copy of it. Can they email something to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just email it to me. I'll do it.
Fantastic. Okay, well, I think that's all I've got. I'll be back in September. See you again then, Dustin.
All right. yep,
Mayor.
We'll see you
Thank
then.
you.
All right, thank you, guys.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it so
Thank you.
much.
All right, next on the facility use agreement is Huntingburg Music Club.
All right, hello. Thank you for having us come before you. Just to give you a little intro, you may not be aware of our group. We are the first community organization founded in Huntingburg in 1911. A group of 20 ladies got together and said, we need to do something for music in this community. So that's how we started. We meet several times a year and perform music for each other. We assign music through our program committee. We give people pieces to learn. Then they must practice them. Then they must perform them at the meetings. It's really fun. So what I'm coming to you tonight to ask is to use the Old Town Hall on Tuesday, February 23rd of next year for a joint meeting, which we host every other year with the Jasper Philharmonic. We alternate hosting. So last year they did it, so now it's our turn this year. And we would like to do that at the Old Town Hall. And when I called the city and talked to Kenley, she advised me that there's a nonprofit rate for that. So I was all very much interested in trying to avail ourselves of that rate. Basically, what we would need the facility for a meeting from 7 to 9 p.m. We would like to come and set up before that, maybe by 1 o'clock, so we can have it all ready for the folks when they come. Okay.
That is on a Tuesday, by the way, so it's not like it's a hot evening,
And then.
like a weekend or something.
To approve the date, you can actually set up that morning. You
Okay.
can early that morning.
Okay, I'll let the club members know we're going to be having our first meeting soon in a few weeks, September, and they'll be happy to know that we have the Old Town Hall. They'll be delighted about that. We have had meetings there in the past occasionally, so we look forward to using it and we really appreciate it.
You guys okay with approving it for the nonprofit rate?
I make a motion to approve it for the nonprofit rate.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
You got it.
All right, well, thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate
I
it.
appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving forward, got an update on the southeast playground. They were supposed to come back and rip the artificial turf back up because it is unlevel. There's some low spots, high spots. It's very uneven to walk on. They did not come down. I have not heard anything from them why they didn't. But as soon as I know that, I'll let you guys know. If they don't get their stuff together, we might have to get a lawyer involved. So I hope that's not the case, but it just really stinks to have a playground that's almost finished and poor workmanship on the laying of the turf. The next update is the pool update. Obviously, the pool is now officially closed. The concession stands roughly had $7,335.19 in profit. We had roughly 7,103 attendees for the year. Our pool party that we had actually was a pretty good turnout for a first year. We had 387 attendees. So we had a lot of good feedback from it. I'd like to kind of make this an annual thing moving forward. We've kind of got some ideas ready for next year to help improve it and hopefully get more attendees and more vendors and make it a big thing every year.
So do you think with the pool having the concession stand back, do you think that helped the attendance?
I'll say it didn't hurt. There was a lot of people every time I would go in and check to see what we had and what I needed to order. People were really happy that we brought it back, and
What, the card?
No,
it's cash. It's a cash concession.
Oh.
Yeah, that's something I'm gonna try to work on for next year is to try to get a card reader. I know that's something that people was kind of requesting and asking because a lot of people don't carry cash on them. So
I had a lot of positive comments on Facebook that people really enjoyed the pool this year and the work that the guys put in to the bathhouses and the concession and just all the extras this year. So I got
Including Kinley,
a lot
Shelley, and
of
Andrea
feedback on that,
painting. So we had people from the office here. Okay,
which I think
Yeah.
Andrew did.
Yeah, so.
And we had-
yeah, it was a group effort
Yes.
throughout the
But
city.
it was,
Yeah.
a lot of it was group effort for sure.
well,
I-
the parking lot was pretty full all the time. I noticed there was more cars there consistently than.
I've heard a lot of positive feedback on the dressing rooms, the showers, the whole pool area, the whole thing. A lot more positive feedback this year than what we have in many years.
There was no financial gain in the past on the concession stand, and as you hear, it's $7,800 some this year. There
Profit.
was, yes,
Good
profit.
deal. Good.
Just can go back
Yeah,
into-
I don't
think
even-
it-
Not even sure we grossed that last year.
I think it was great all the way around.
was
The
lucky
work
to
you've
break even
done,
last year,
everybody's
weren't we?
working.
Yeah.
The pool party, I
so.
think it was a
Less
great
than
idea.
1,000.
I think I thought it was fantastic. People probably went that never went before, so it was good.
It's what we got it for, and it's good to get the kids there and get the families there to enjoy it.
Right. Yep. Yeah, I mean that whole pool party thing is like we're already paying for it to be open for that day.
Yeah.
You know, it was already going to be open. We already had lifeguards, so it was like blow ups, and it turned out really well. And that we even did it on a weekend with the Mosquito Fest, which we all know attracts a lot of people. So
I think 300 and some attendees for the first time is pretty good.
yep. Any other questions on that? Okay. Moving forward, we need to create a main park playground fund for when we start reaching out for donations or when we do get our grant money, if we get it, we need a fund to be able to basically create a holding for the fund for the funds that we get. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like how do you want them to?
You have to make a recommendation to the common council to put together an ordinance to develop the fund where we can collect the funds. So it's really just a motion to recommend to the council to put that together.
I'll definitely make that a motion for the resolution presented.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Okay, and on top of that, the grant we did turn it in. The process is ongoing at this point, and hopefully within roughly a year, we should know whether or not we get it.
It
So.
is. Never get quick feedback on something like that. It takes a while.
Yeah. And we did we didn't want to put a new playground in an area that needed other work. So, we've looked at trash cans and tables and
Yeah.
picnic tables and parking and lighting and everything to really upgrade the entire area that's a part of that, but lighting will make it safer. And, the lighting we have now are metal halides, which you can't even buy anymore. So converting those LEDs will save a lot of electricity, and we can get those through our electric department. So a lot of positives there.
Okay. We good? Okay, last item.
Before we get on to that, though, is a little feedback I've been getting on overall park itself this year has been fantastic. People, please, if you have 10 people, if you can get good positive feedback from 5 of them, you're lucky. And a lot of people they enjoy the new court you put in. Pickleball, actually. Yeah. And the people have been going to the park to either the ball games or picnic or either Little League and all the other ball games. A lot of people have good positive feedback on how well the park's maintained, how well it looks, and appreciate that. So
Well, thank you. I know the guys, they work their butts off every day, so I know it usually gets underappreciated most of the time, but
it's not
but
the
it's
pickleball court, so you got 3 people complaining we spent money for it, but you got 10 of them happy we did, so you
Right.
can't please everybody.
That's used all the time. And I can't believe the amount of people that's down there like on a Tuesday,
was-
Wednesday morning at 7 o'clock playing pickleball. I had no idea that many people played.
I've seen a lot of people there.
Well, about 10 years ago, there's a southern Indiana city that closed down all their basketball courts and made them pickleball courts.
Yeah.
That was 10 years ago.
Wow.
That's how far behind we are from some other communities. So it was needed.
But there is a lot of happy people, a lot of good feedback on how the way the park's maintained and all that's going on in it.
well, it's good. That's what we strive for, so.
I hope it helps every once in a while.
Yeah. Yeah. Last item, last time we kind of set it back for this meeting was the park board's recommendation for proposal of a bike ordinance. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah,
anymore
let me
since
give
last
you a
time?
little background. Right now, our bike ordinance, we do have a existing bike ordinance, it's very old, that prohibits any driving on sidewalks. Anything that we do with e-bikes, other mobility device has to be the same as what we do for bicycles. We can't have a separate one for each one. So really right now, anybody that's coming to Niehaus Park on the sidewalk to go down there, or anybody that's taking the sidewalk with a bicycle to the school are in violation of our ordinance. So we wanted to make sure that if we start enforcing that through our police department in a couple different ways, that we have something that's enforceable, that makes sense. I think it makes sense. Part of the thought was, we want to get them to wherever they're going safely. We want to get them to the ball fields. They want to go to Niehaus Park, get them to Niehaus Park safely, which we don't want them coming down Chestnut, getting on 64 and going in, rather than utilize that sidewalk. Same thing with the school. We don't want them going down 231. with their bicycles. We'd rather they use that sidewalk near the cemetery to get across. And we are meeting with, state of Indiana and with the school here this coming week, actually, it's this week. Trying to put together a sidewalk plan on doing wider sidewalks, 6-foot wide sidewalks around those areas in the future. But right now, we need that. Also, this provides a fine towards the parents of the people that are on the bicycle, but also if we have areas that we restrict them, not letting them on ball fields, not letting them on the pickleball court, not letting them in the woods at Niehaus Park, where the, first of all, that's a protected area, and it's also where the disc golf is in there. It does give us an opportunity, if those are off limits areas, to be able to take civil action too, outside of just the fine, if they tear something up, you know, as a part of that. So we have to hold the parents responsible, whether it be their pocketbooks or whatever, because right now they are racing on our ball fields, they are racing on our brand new pickleball court, they are.
And they're racing on the streets too.
Yeah.
And
And, you know, we'll still continue working with that too, and that's been, but yeah, so right, that's reason really for this ordinance, so we can give more fines, higher fines. They start escalating up to $100, and then you can just do it, every occurrence is 100 after they hit that point. So we're going after it. Let's just put it that way. And from a safety standpoint, people can be unsafe I've seen regular bicycles. It's not just e-bikes. I've seen scooters. I've seen,
skateboard, scooters.
yeah, I've seen other mobility devices that are acting unsafely. I can't say I always acted safely when I was a kid, but if my parents ever got involved, by golly, I would, you know, and that's really where we're at here.
Well,
with
last
this.
month we talked about it, and we brought up, talking about them riding on the sidewalks where pedestrians are at. How unsafe that is, or how unsafe it could be.
Mhm.
So that was one of the bone of contention. How can you tell them you can't be on the sidewalk or the walkway in our main park, but you can't use the sidewalk to get out to school?
Yeah. Yeah, we can do, basically what would happen in the ordinance is that there would be designated shared paths. So these paths are designated shared path. I think we're looking right now, just Niehaus Park and the sidewalk out there as the only ones. You can't legally take a golf cart to the school. I don't know if people know that. Because you either get on sidewalk or you have to get on state right away to get there at some point. So we're trying to make an area where people can actually legally do what we think is probably better. You know, an opportunity that they use those golf carts, that there could be a couple areas where they're in violation. Let's make it legal. Let's put in ramps. Let's make it safe. That's why we're working simultaneously with the state to maybe go to the other side of the road and put a 6-foot sidewalk in, you know, that can be shared legally. And that one is going to be tough to share next to the cemetery.
Yeah.
But what is the alternative? Because if we don't allow that, this will be up to Board of Public Works. That's nothing you have to decide as to who's going to use that. You're more interested, I think, really at Niehaus Park and at the main park. Do we want them on the trails? We did mention kids under 6 that had small bicycles that were in constant contact with their parents. If they want to ride their little foot-powered, you know, bicycle next to their parents, to allow that, you know, because those are not real. Some of them aren't even pedal bikes. You know, they're just little foot-powered bikes that go through there. And if they're out there, and I see them out there, they behave. You got a 4-year-old that's doing that next to their parents. I don't know that we want to end that type of family time together either, but we would have to if the council approves an ordinance that all sidewalks, nothing. That's why we need a recommendation from you that if there are exceptions that we want on certain parks, and those areas would be communicated. We'd have to do signage and those type of things. So.
I've grown my park on the bicycle on the walkway down at Memorial Park for years.
Mhm.
Back up around the back end. When my grandkids were little, well, I've done it for years, so but it hadn't been by there when I did it.
See, that's the problem I'm having. There's so many people that ride their bikes and hate down at the main park. I hate to say, hey, no bikes, period.
Mhm.
I can understand out at Neat House in the woods and stuff.
But so you're okay with them being on the baseball field?
No, I didn't say baseball field.
Oh,
I
okay.
said the walking
Okay,
trails.
okay, well, that's what we would need to know then. I'm not against it. I'm just giving you both sides. Whatever decision you make with the walking paths, whether you're gonna allow the bikes there or not, you'll get criticized one way or the other.
Yeah.
You know, there are things that we can do, and how we enforce that, I don't know. But one of the provisions in there is that there would be a certain speed, or type 3 bicycles that go exceed 28 mile an hour wouldn't be allowed to go full speed through those areas.
The one thing.
If there's a dangerous, it's gonna be to the discretion of the police officer, that if somebody's behaving dangerously, that they can step in and take care of it. Because I agree with you, Mike. I mean, there's
That
things
I
out there.
think is a better way to look at it, because I mean, if you have a complaint that families are in the park and they're feeling threatened because these kids are riding their bikes amongst them or near them, the police officer uses his discretion on what to do.
Well, you know, we allow cars in our parking lot.
Yeah.
And cars can act in a dangerous way at 15 mile an
Yeah.
hour or 10 mile an hour, you know, and be
Backing
able to
up
address
3
it.
mile an
So,
hour.
yeah. They can spin donuts at 10 mile an hour.
Yeah.
You know, they could do a lot of things. So, yeah.
So when is the council gonna try to make a final decision on?
I gotta go back. It'll be after the next Board of Public Works meeting, because they didn't approve exceptions on the sidewalk out there. So it'll be the meeting after that, whenever that is, be sometime in September.
So it'll be before our next park board meeting. More than likely. So we need to figure out what do we wanna do then?
One, I don't have any problem having an exception of the sidewalk going out to school and our knee house. Using it to get down to the park, but I don't think to stop there at the maintenance building. And not be going around the trails down into the woods and back up again.
So then if we changed all that, would you guys have to do all the signage and stuff? Would you?
We would have to put signage up, yes.
Some of that would be street department too.
Well, at least if there were signs and ordinances in place and the officers could enforce that. Right now, they really can't. They don't have nothing to go by.
Right.
So what are you guys thinking?
I mean, I'm okay with restricting them from the pathways, parkways, but okay for them to ride the sidewalk out to school or out to Knee House Park. Down to as far as like through the maintenance shop and not out on the trails.
So you're saying even at the main park, no bikes on the walking trails?
Yeah, yeah. Because you haven't got a clear view and it's not as easy to maneuver there as what it is out to school or down to Knee House.
So then, within the ordinance, do we put no bikes on any park sidewalks and accept? Like, what do we do with Northside Park? What do you?
So what we're doing now, the way that the ordinance is written, that all sidewalks are off limits, no matter in the city. So now we need to know from you on which ones you want to allow bikes.
So what are your thoughts? We've talked about on Northside Park, you know, cause kids
I-
are riding through there all the time from neighborhood to neighborhood.
I think North Side with 19th Street, that's occurring there. We'll even make, probably an exception for sidewalks on 19th Street, because the crest of that hill, it makes a blind spot for
Yeah.
bike riders there. And that'll encourage kids to utilize that sidewalk to come down to the park and use it there versus, driving along the streets through there where it's more dangerous. We
Use
make that a
sidewalk down to
designated
the
path. We'll do the one
parking
by the
lot.
school. I think coming off of Fourth Street on, onto Chestnut, the sidewalk runs, parallel with Chestnut that takes you to Niehaus Park. Those would be definite ones I'd like to see exceptions for.
Yeah, I agree. And as far as the north side park, you could make the exception down to the parking lot and down by the shelter house. Let them ride up that far on the bike and then from there forward, not allowed to get further on.
Yeah, you know, you're gonna have them coming from Hunter's Crossing, you're gonna have them coming from 19th Street, so you gotta
Yeah.
decide where in between if they're going to be there. I don't know.
That's a hard, that's a
My
hard
thought,
thing.
I would have let them in anywhere on Northside Park sidewalk
That's kind of what I was thinking.
as
Just
a
give 'em the-
trail.
Just give them the
Cause
exception for the whole
it is a
park.
wider trail. It's not a 3 or 4 foot wide sidewalk. It is actually designed as a trail. So it's pretty wide. You could actually share and we could put markings on there probably. We'd probably do a 2-way marking.
Bike lanes.
That's our desire to have that all the way through town. So we've been working with NDOT closely on that, so. I need
So
to
we need to make a motion then to recommend to the council.
recommend where you want your exceptions.
I recommend the sidewalk out to the school,
Well, that wouldn't be under us, so
So we need one for each of your parks.
just the
just the
park.
parks.
North side,
Yeah,
you want the whole sidewalk as an exception?
yeah.
I think
Okay.
So
Main Park. Any exceptions there? Sidewalks.
And I like to see them be able to, if they had to ride the bike in, I guess they could ride on the road to the parking lot, but
I guess the main sidewalk at the main park would be like right by the, you're talking about between the tennis court and the pool?
yeah,
Or-
going up around the hill.
Oh,
yeah.
that walk, okay.
And if they come, get up on top of that hill and they come down around, either down toward where the Little League field is now, or the other way, and they get up some pretty good speed there.
So do you wanna, have that as an exception, or do you wanna just say no bike?
I'd see no bikes there.
What's your thought, Randy?
You're almost gonna need to let them have the sidewalk to get to the pool and stuff like that, and to get into the park. But the main walking trail, they need to stay off of. Cause we can put bike racks up over by the Little League field and those
So just give
entrances.
them exceptions except for the walking trails, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Good with that.
Okay,
And then Southside Park, do we need to do nothing?
don't need to do anything down there. The other thing, just to be aware of that anytime that a parking area or street is closed for an event, it will be to vehicular traffic, it will be closed to bikes. So you don't have bikes zooming through the Herbst Fest or
Yeah.
the Christmas stroll, going down Fourth Street or through the Market Street Park during a concert, that type of thing. It gives an opportunity to restrict bikes in those areas too.
That'd be the same way that with Herbst Fest, so the bikes not
Yeah.
running around
Yeah.
there. and we
They'll have
done
to.
that at Herbst Fest.
And Jason and I talked, we're gonna have to put up, be strategic about where we put bike racks and those kind of things.
Yeah.
And we have a few, but, okay.
So I need to go ahead and make a motion.
Yeah, just list those areas that are exceptions, like you just said, so.
All right, we'll go ahead and make the motion. And we'll exempt, Northside Park, the whole thing. And then for Main Park, we'll, no bikes, just on the south side walking trail. And then is that it?
Niehaus.
And then Niehaus Park, no bikes in the walking trail in the wooded area, correct?
Down to the parking lot, down to the,
Which
Right,
they
right,
will
right.
be exempt, that will not be allowed with this ordinance. So your recommendation should be where they are allowed, which would be the sidewalk down Chestnut that connects Fourth and Chestnut to the parking lot at Niehaus Park. Would be it.
Okay.
It gets a little confusing.
It is, yeah,
Be able to keep up and all that.
no. We better start back over.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start back over with that motion. So you're saying
Yeah.
we need to just tell them where bikes are allowed?
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's a recommendation. It's not gonna be
because the
binding.
council can change it.
They
too.
can change it.
So the bikes would be allowed Northside Park, the sidewalk going to the maintenance building at Knee House. And they would be allowed at the main park, except for the walking trails in the south end. That'd be my motion. Are you guys good with that?
Yes. I'll second that.
Yeah.
What you said.
Okay.
What
You don't wanna
said.
repeat it?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. I do have another meeting I gotta go to, so I'll let you finish here and then try to get there.
Unless
Excellent.
anybody's got anything else,
Well, how we doing on the where the disc park is? Or that, that play, whatever you're
Oh,
putting.
the
in.
fitness court?
Yeah,
yes,
Fitness court.
so, yeah, we, got started putting in the wall. I think it's sometime this week, they're gonna finish putting the rest of the middle on. We are waiting for a couple quotes for the wrapping of the vinyl for it. What we're finding out is the people that do that work, the temperature has to be below a certain temperature, otherwise it won't adhere right. So we're kind of at their mercy with that because we can't move
Been
forward.
too hot.
Yeah, it's been too hot. So as soon as we get a cool day or two where they can get there and apply that, then we can move forward with putting the rest of the equipment and the matting down. So, but we did move hole one, the pad already.
oh, you did?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. And then the landscaping, hopefully that's going around that to move Larry's memorial. This hopefully we'll get done within the next month or two also. So the landscaper has been informed that it's a go.
Okay, good. Well, that's good to know.
So, just at the mercy of contractors and
The weather.
the weather and yeah. So
Well, that's a good update.
but we're moving as fast as we can right now. So
Good deal. You guys got anything else?
I motion to adjourn.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?